Chad, welcome to the stream. Was gonna try to do something with a new software, but couldn't get that figured out just in time. Some technical difficulties with it, but we'll do it here mobile live. I want to see if I can potentially share my screen with you guys to show what the hell I'm talking about. This is going to be a weekly show. New thing. Chad talks about weekly updates in the jiu-jitsu community. This week, a lot of happening going on. What does that even mean? A lot of happening going on. I don't know, but a lot has happened in the jiu-jitsu world, okay? And we're going to get right down into it, okay? The first thing that I want to talk about is the new signings to one championships for the grappling, okay? A lot of big names. We got Dante Leone, our resident Giga Chad. We got Cole Abate, who's just come off a impressive Pan American Championships performance, taking out Gianni Grippo and the likes. Guys, a young phenom. It'll be impressive to watch him. Hopefully, we get a Mikey Musumeci versus Cole Abate matchup. That is very intriguing. Two lightweight scrappers getting after it. Somebody that is not 40 years old for Mikey to grapple with. And, stuff like that. So, yes, Mr. Dean, we'll get to Mr. Andrew Wiltse in a moment, but first, back to the Abate and Musumeci potential matchup. I think this would be Musumeci's first challenge in a long time. He did take out Gabriel Sosa, but Gabriel Sosa's kind of been on a... he just beat Cisneros at the UFC Fight Pass Invitational, so he's not on a downslope. But he did come off that loss against Owen Jones, too. Anywho, but yeah. Evan, thank you. I'm not even sure what that goon or goblin is, but all right. So that'll be an exciting matchup. One guy that was weird that was added to the signees of grapplers is Mr. friggin' Father Chad himself, Father Giga Chad, Marcelo Garcia. Okay, this man just got done beating cancer. There's some rolling footage of him out there on the internet. Apparently, this friggin' guy is going to make a comeback. I don't know if it's like a Andre Galvao situation, a one-and-done type situation. Andre did that 1-2-nut match right before he went against Gordon and got obliterated. But, it is something interesting. He's been signed, I don't know, for maybe commentating, I don't know, but it'd be friggin' sweet to see Marcelo Garcia get in there on the one cage and friggin' scrap it out with, I know, what's his name? Imanari. Imanari would be down to scrap him for sure. But yeah, and then Dante Leone's in there. You'd see him go against friggin' Cade Ruotolo, and then Karate Combat is moving in on Bangkok's short. Karate Combat has a lot of great friggin' grappling matches as well. They had friggin' Luke Griffith. AJ Agerzim versus Hulk Barboza was a good one they got too. So a lot of good grappling matches on these MMA cards, putting grappling in the spotlight. So that'll be friggin' sweet to see these young Giga Chads on there as well. So yeah. That's it. That's all I got to say for the friggin' one championship signings. That was humongous, and I can't wait to see those guys in there for some potential exciting matchups. And then the next thing I kind of wanted to cover is, I think, I don't know if I want to make a video about this, about Mr. Andrew Wiltse. Mr. Wiltse has lost his mind, to say the least. I feel bad. It seems to be a mental health issue that is on public display for the world to see. I'm sure everyone saw him call out Gordon Ryan and say he was going to find him and kill him, as well as, Mr. Craig Jones, he said he was going to make Mr. Craig Jones pay for that. And, he's not in the right headspace, but that's not exactly what I wanted to talk about. What I really want to talk about is him saying he's going to sue BJJ Fanatics, which is he does need to get arm locked with those handcuffs for sure. He's could be potentially a very, very dangerous threat to society. But he just went off on BJJ Fanatics and said that like they're stealing his stuff and all this stuff, and like he's gonna sue them, and which is very interesting because BJJ Fanatics gave him a platform to make money, and now he's kind of turning against him. And now BJJ Fanatics has cut ties with Mr. Wiltse and released all of his content from their site, and not going to pay him any money for the instructionals he sells. So it's like, alrighty, what that's interesting. But yeah, and then he's kind of opened up a second YouTube channel and has just been posting friggin' all of his BJJ instructionals on there. So he's just doing it for free now, I guess, which is interesting. I mean, he had a successful YouTube page, and it seems like this YouTube page is just starting out. I don't know if his other one got banned for, maybe some not following community guidelines, which could be the case. But yeah, and I just feel bad for Bird, his brother, who's just kind of been thrown under the bus by him. I feel bad for the Daisy Fresh guys who, for Jacob Couch, who may have gotten slandered in this for no reason. I really hope Andrew finds the help he needs. This isn't the way to go about things, and it seems maybe some substances are involved. In a lot of his videos, he's using some type of pen to, I don't know if it's nicotine or maybe marijuana, but that is not good. And so that doesn't mix well with a person with a history of mental health issues. And so we really hope Mr. Wiltse gets back to his normal ways, gets back to his old self, his old buzzsaw passing, old knee cutting self, and freaking gets the help he deserves, all right? Because that's the Andrew Wiltse we want. We want to see a buzzsaw Andrew Wiltse out there putting up hundreds of thousands of points at Fuji tournaments and New Breed Nationals, and just putting up content that we all love to watch of him just beating up local people. But it looks like he's probably burned those bridges down and is not going to be able to have seminar opportunities. But you live and you learn. Maybe one day he will come back with a vengeance, but probably not. But yeah, so those are the two main things that is going on in the BJJ world. Oh, PGF Season 7 just finished up. Holy freaking buckets. What a freaking season of grappling. All right. Mr. Ryan Aiken friggin' taking home the cash prize, number one prize from the event. He won some tough grapplers in there. Paul Ardilla, Jabroni, Andre Porfirio, the Polish powerhouse, Marcin, freaking Chris Wojcik hitting the Woj lock on there. And just freaking hitting it up. Just freaking winning. I tell you what was the most exciting part, and you can check out my video on it, the nastiest leg break I've ever seen at Davis Osari versus Ryan Aiken. Ryan Aiken freaking gets the outside heel hook, and the ankle shreds like a freaking celery stalk, and it was nasty, Chads. Okay, I highly recommend going and watch. That match is free on YouTube. Day one, free on YouTube. Some guy put timestamps of all the matches, so definitely check that out. All of it's free on YouTube, besides the finals, which were on the UFC Fight Pass Invitational, which is like $10 a month. You want to see quality grappling, you got the Eddie Bravo Invitationals on there and freaking all that stuff. So go on there and freaking check it out, okay? But Ryan Aiken's just freaking on a tear, man. He's just freaking dialing it in, He's won the freaking Combat Jiu-Jitsu World Championships. He's now won PGF. It's just really freaking taken over. And I really like the PGF rule set. I like the vernacular they use too. With the kill, it gets more points than the break. I think that's just a Chadley way of describing things. Kill versus break. Kill is the choke, the submission with the choke, and then break is a leg lock or arm lock. And it's pretty cool because you literally can kill somebody with a choke, right? You can just freaking unstoppable MFer, give him a bucket of Adderall and some ARs. I'm assuming we're talking about, I don't know who we're talking about there, Dean. Can you clarify? Are we talking about Wiltse or Ryan Aiken with the bucket of Adderall and ARs, okay? But yeah, I get both of them would be unstoppable on those concoctions. Freaking, high level grappler. Oh yeah. Yep. I mean, I wonder if Adderall was used on the PGF because that is a grueling tournament. Because what is it, like 7 matches each day? 7's probably extreme. 4 or 5 matches each day, 3 or 4 days. That's freaking a lot of freaking matches, and I bet I bet a lot of pre-workout or 5-hour energies were in the mix. I bet a lot of freaking supplements were in the mix. I think Craig Jones, his idea of like testing the people, not ban them or punish them, but just kind of see what they're on, see who's on the most stuff, and see how that goes into effect. And I'd like to see these guys as stacks on the PGF, see what they were taking to get through this freaking, were they smoking the devil's lettuce in order to deal with the soreness, or were they staying away so they could stay dialed in and focused throughout the competition? But yeah, that would be I've never thought about maybe they were taking some cognitive enhancers while on the mats. But yeah, very good point, Dean. Yeah. Also, another thing that was funny, there's this ref on the PGF that looks like Weird Al Yankovic. And this 10th Planet guy that was on I think it's Sam Schwartzel, Sam something. There's this video, the short on the PGF page where they're friggin' going back and forth. And the Sam guy's like, "You're friggin' annoying. Why don't you go friggin' tell everybody about your Halloween costume?" And the Weird Al Yankovic looking dude is like, "I was Weird Al." And the guy was like, "Yeah, you told everybody 10 times." And the guy's like, Weird Al's like, "I don't know what this guy's problem is." So if you haven't seen that short, definitely go check it out. That was freaking hilarious. And then there's another little clip where this guy's going against Brad Schneider, the Crucifix King. If you haven't seen Brad Schneider just hit and destroy people with his crucifix, you gotta freaking check that out. But anywho, Brad's on top of him, mounting him, and he yells like something like, "You're just running your mouth the whole time, and you're not doing anything. You're stalling." And I guess Sam on bottom's like, "Yo, how long you been a black belt?" and all that. And then they like freaking get up and start pushing each other, and that was funny. That was good action. Good action. You love to see the little. I mean, I'm sure tensions were hot. Those guys were around each other for like 4 or 5 days, exhausted, tired. Chads that have just been scrapping, high testosterone filled environment. They're just freaking, they're freaking tired, and they probably are annoyed. They probably want to win, and they'll do whatever it takes, and might be yapping some jaw yapping. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, highly recommend checking out the PGF. Hopefully, we see more of that Marcin guy. I believe he was in the ADCC, but he lost first round to Merrick Ghali, and that kind of got overshadowed because Merrick Ghali went on to get Uchimata and Darst by Mr. Michael Pixley, and happens to them. But yeah, this is kind of unrelated to jiu-jitsu, but we got a big UFC card going on. I know a lot of people are talking about it. We got John Jones, Stipe Miocic, a fight that was supposed to happen forever ago and never did, but they're doing it, and they're, I guess, freaking, it's happening. So We'll get to see these guys scrap it out on the big stage over the heavyweight title, I guess. Tom Aspinall probably should fight John Jones, but John Jones is scared of him, it's looking like. But other people are already commenting on that. We already got MMA Guru on the subject, but let's go ahead and break it down from a grappling perspective, Chads. Even though it probably won't come down to a grappling match, probably be a stand-up match. John Jones will probably teep him, kick him away, and yeah, just freaking, just keep him at a distance and get him that way. I believe John Jones is a purple belt in jiu-jitsu. Let's go ahead and see what Mr. Stipe Miocic is. Let's see what belt he is, if he has a jiu-jitsu belt. I'm going to say probably like brown. I feel like every MMA fighter knows brown belt, and then like they get their black belt after a fight. Stipe Miocic jiu-jitsu belt. Talks about training in the gi. Oh, that's always fun to see them. Oh, he had a friggin' fight to win match too? How about that? He had a fight to win match in the gi. How about that? That's freaking wild. But yeah, let's see what belt he is. Looks like he's a black belt. If I'm reading, if that's what the picture looks like. Belt. Frick, where is it? Not seeing it. Not seeing his belt. Not seeing his freaking... Anybody know what his freaking belt is in jiu-jitsu? UFC, I don't care. I want to know what his rank is on the mats. Where does he stand in line before you bow to your sensei and go jogging, okay? He wrestled at Cleveland State. I know that. Purple belt. He is a purple belt in jiu-jitsu. And, yeah. But John Jones wrestled JUCO. I think he just couldn't go D1 because grades, or he might just went straight to fighting. But, John Jones, free athlete, probably been taking some good stacks over the years to prepare for this bout. Probably taking a little D-ball, a little Tarana ball, a little bit of everything. But yeah, let's see what John Jones' belt is. See if he got promoted from purple to brown. But I believe he's still a purple belt. That's probably the most dangerous purple belts ever, to be honest. Because, like, he's had a bunch of submission wins. John Jones, BJJ coach. I won't promote him to brown until he trains at least 2 times a week in the gi. All right. What? Come on. Seriously? He's on the Devil's Biscuits and Gravy. You can definitely say that. But seriously, this guy's an MMA. You're going to make him friggin'... See, that's what I don't get. You won't promote him to brown. He should probably be a black belt, honestly. Because if you're able to friggin' pull off submission victories against some high-level dangerous dudes inside the octagon, you should probably get, I don't know. I don't know. Interesting. Train in the gi twice a week, John Jones, and you'll get your brown belt. And then you got guys friggin' who is Alex Pereira, all left hook submissions in the UFC, and he's a black belt. So I would argue if you put John Jones versus John Jones versus Alex Pereira in just a straight grappling rule set, and you don't factor in strikes, I'm gonna say John Jones wins that grappling match 10 times out of 10. Okay, and he's probably probably knows more jiu-jitsu than Pereira, and yet he is a purple belt and will not be promoted to brown belt until he trains in the gi twice a week and stays out of jail. But what do I know? I just think that's interesting. Muy interesante. Each coach has different regulations of, who gets what belt. Depends what system you come up in, what you value. Everybody's judged a little differently on criteria for a belt. But yeah, can you imagine him at like a purple belt grappling industry? He's just friggin' slinging around friggin' 9-to-5 workers. That'd be hilarious. I would thoroughly enjoy that. Also, he's friggin' hanging out with Gordon Ryan, and Gordon Ryan showing him techniques, okay? I don't think Alex Pereira's rolling around with Gordon Ryan, hanging out with Gordon Ryan, which also, why do you think he's hanging out with Gordon Ryan? I'm sure we've all heard the rumors. Let's be gentlemen here. Let's be gentlemen to Gordon. They may not be true. We can neither confirm nor deny. Only Gordon and the B team and New Wave and John Danaher really know what's going on over there. It's all speculation, all rumors, but John Jones. Let's look at it. Let's look at it like this. All right, John Jones has not done savory things. He is admitted to taking partying and taking various drugs that are not performance enhancers. He has admitted he's been on camera getting arrested, slamming his head into a police vehicle. And, I think it is fair to say he has not been super loyal to his wife. Or not his wife, his fiance. I don't think they're married yet. And, but, it could be changed. I don't know. He could just be training with Gordon. I don't know. The things about Gordon that are rumored could not be true. We'll give him but it does seem interesting. A guy with a troubled past hanging out with a guy and his wife who are rumored for these things. But it's just something to think about. It's just something to think about. Could be an Adam 22 type thing, but it could not be also. I don't know. Look into it, just look into it, as Eddie Bravo would say. Look into it, man. Also, what I saw, like, this is totally changing gears. PGF, I saw a lot of this sponsoring many of the athletes, many of the 10th Planet athletes, following the 10th Planet stereotype. If you don't know the 10th Planet stereotype, they like to while they roll. And they were wearing this attire called Pro Pin. The Eddie Bravo signature series. And I was like, this looks familiar. I was like, where have I seen this? And I saw the documentary leading up to CJI. Craig Jones visited Los Angeles, 10th Planet Los Angeles. And, he's saying, I'm getting into the weed business, Craig Jones. He always sounds like he's like friggin' about to explode. Craig Jones, I'm about to get in the weed business. That was like a Macho Man Randy Savage. He's like a Latino Macho Man Randy Savage. Craig Jones, I'm about to get in the weed business, brother. And it's gonna rise to the top. But yeah. Let's go ahead and look at this. Look at what's in here. So it's a friggin' vape for your marijuana, okay? And Jabroni, Ryan Aiken, Sam Schwartzel, friggin' all sponsoring this Pro Pin. And I tell you what, the friggin' little jacket thing that they got, the little jersey, the little hockey fucking jersey, is pretty friggin' sick looking, okay? I want to wear it. I'm not really promoting the product, but I would like to friggin' wear that friggin' sweet jersey, dude. But if you guys are in a place where it's legal and you've tried it, you know, let me know what you think. Let me know. Let me know if you have gotten some of the. It looks like they got friggin' merchandise. You can get a hat and a stringer. I do not see the friggin' hockey jersey that they were wearing, but I just thought it was funny that the 10th Planet guys are promoting a weed business. That is hilarious to me. I just think, wow, they are not trying to hide their stereotypes. But I mean, it's not a bad one, It's not like they're like evil or something. Just like helps them get into the flow state, I mean, does it help you guys get in the flow state? Let me know what helps, what doesn't help. What is your friggin' pre-roll routine? Do you roll and then roll? You know what I'm saying? Do you roll up and then roll? But yeah. 10P Atlanta doesn't have the pot brownies at their house, like 10 Planet headquarters. In-house comps. Oh, okay. Dang. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I guess that makes sense. I don't know. Is it legal in Georgia? Is it legal in Atlanta? Because that could be a deciding factor. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it's legal in California. Friggin' go down Venice Beach and there's guys in their underwear selling it to you, calling it a friggin' medical center for it. But let's look that up. Let's see if marijuana is legal in Georgia. Georgia marijuana laws 2024. Dang, it is not legal in Georgia. So that is probably not a good look for your business if you've got marijuana at an in-house tournament. Probably, I'd imagine since it's a jiu-jitsu school, they might have some law enforcement officers. Yeah, probably would not be good. Probably get you shut down. Probably get you in some trouble. So, all you 10th Planet schools that are not in weed legal states, stay safe. Don't do it. Don't get arrested. Go to a legal state like California or Illinois. I think Illinois. Yeah. That was cool. Yeah. All right. Let's see what else here. Oh, actually, guys, Gordon Ryan is going to corner John Jones at 309. That's something I totally missed when I was rambling on about friggin' Gordon Ryan and John Jones. He's going to corner him at UFC 309. Will Sonny make the appearance in the corner as well? She could be in the back getting John prepared. Fluffing him. The weed told Eddie the earth was flat and no one has been to the moon. I don't know what to say. It must be good. It must be that good. It must be a good product. Must be a friggin' good product if that's the case. It just makes you believe things that are not true. But yeah, will Sonny be in the back helping John Jones prepare for Stipe Miocic, giving him a look, giving him a feel, giving him a hard look, you know what I'm saying? A hard look, okay? But enough of that. We already covered it. The next thing I kind of want to talk about, Pat Downey is signed up for Blue Belt World, okay? Cool. A CJI competitor is signed up for the Blue Belt World Championships. Nogi, a guy who has won. He was not an amateur grappler. Just won $10,000. Freaking as blue belt, signed up, and I don't know what to think. I do not think he's gonna friggin' steamroll this division. He is, well, he might. I don't know. He might steamroll. He might get friggin' run across some kid from the favela who's friggin' hungry and trains jiu-jitsu 7, 10 times a day, and just wants it's his way out of the favela, and just friggin' comes after Pat, pulls guard, sinks him into a friggin' triangle choke, friggin' sinks him into some type of straight ankle lock. You don't know. We've seen Kevin Gadsden get friggin' straight ankle lock at the blue belt division. You know, heel hooks are not legal IBJJF blue, so that kind of eliminates some offense for guys to attack them. Friggin' what else? Knee bars aren't legal. So a little bit of limited leg arsenal for guys to attack this big old strong wrestler. But, you could still go through the triangle chokes. You could still go for straight ankle locks, arm bars, and what have you. But I don't see a lot of guys wrestling with Pat. But, there might be some other former Division One wrestler competitors in that bracket. I'll have to look it up. But, it is not uncommon for former high-level wrestlers to enter the division. I mean, Michael Pixley and Brandon Reed were blue belts not so long ago and were freaking competing at the blue belt division. Now they're I don't even. Well, they didn't. I think maybe Pixley may have won each year, but I don't know. Well, Brandon faced Pixley and didn't win that year. But yeah, I mean, it's not a guaranteed win for Pat Downey. Other high level wrestlers have gone and lost at the World Nogi World Championships. So, it is not wrestling. It is a different sport, and it is not a guarantee. But let's go ahead and look at the divisions here. I will be freaking competing at the Nogi World Championships. I've been training, and yeah, I'm excited for it. Pixley is the new face of Pedigo now, no matter what. Absolutely. He's after that performance at ADCC against Marigali. That was insane. That was awesome. He's really freaking put them on the map. They're exploding. I mean, him and Couch qualifying for the ADCC was huge for the Pedigo brand, and they're only going to get better and better. It's kind of a cool story to see them kind of grow from the laundromat to the new facility to the guys going from competing at the colored belts, and now they're freaking winning at the winning high level matches at the highest competition in the sport, the ADCC championships. And so that's cool to see. And Pixley's got a good style for no-gi grappling, and it's fun to watch. It's when they wrestle with them. You got to enjoy the slide bys and the uchimatas. That's super, super fun. And it's hard to submit a wrestler when, he's not carelessly shooting double legs, or carelessly leaving his head on the outside for chokes and whatnot. So you gotta respect that. He's got a good wrestling style to stay safe and stay away from chokes in jiu-jitsu. But yeah, looks like Pat Downey is at super heavy, the 215 weight. Let's look at who's in here. So okay, we got Alberto Garcia, Austin Lewis, Jose Silva, Robert Ryan Jr., Brian Pocha, Ethan Wagner. But yeah, it looks like there's still quite a few guys, 12 guys at the weight. Let's see if there's anybody. I'm sure if he wins that or places, he'll do the open. See if there's any other heavier guys. That would be kind of a cool matchup for him to go against. But yeah, Yeah, I'm not seeing them. But yeah. See, let's check. While I'm here, let's just freaking check out the black belt division. See if there's any good matches coming up there. We saw good ones. Cole Abate, Gianni Grippo, and Cole's run through the Pan American Championships. That was fun to watch. Pixley went ahead and won the Purple Belt World Championships. I believe Brandon Reed did as well. Or not World Championships. They won the Pan American Championships. Brandon made a video about people saying he was like sandbagging or something, or him and Pixley were sandbagging. And I don't know. I don't think that's quite the case. I mean, they haven't won Purple Belt before. Pretty sure both of them got beat last year at the event, so I'm sure if they win Purple Belt this year, they'll get promoted, rightfully so. Yeah, UFC Fight Pass is awesome. Like, if you're a grappling fan, you should definitely have that for the Polaris events. Oh yeah, Venom Page and Carlos Condit. Well, that was a funny match. I can't believe Venom Page won. I didn't know his wrestling was that good. But yeah, that was a good watch. I believe Dante Leon. Dante Leon's like fighting in every organization. He got a win over there as well. And then what's his name? 10th Planet guy, San Diego. 10th Planet San Diego. Keith Krikorian. Good match as well. I believe his name. Yeah, he beat Jed Hugh, which was pretty sick. And then he called out Ash Williams. He had a pretty cool call out. I like Keith. I like watching Keith. He's another 10th Planet guy that's fun to watch. Let's see. Let's look at this black belt division. So we got in the 149. We got Andrew Alexander, Lucas Ferreira, Alexander Estemico, Sam McNally, Jose Flores. And then 162, we got Carlos Campos, Aaron Harris, Leonardo Benedito, João de Melo Asanitos, Jed Hugh. And then in the middle, we got Souza de la Montaña, Elijah Dorsey, Big Breakfast, Pierre Oliveira Leclerc. He's a B team guy, I believe. Yeah, TriStar trains a B team a little bit. But yeah, those are good guys. Elijah Dorsey, freaking tough grappler. Beat Dante Leon opening round at ADCC. Beat Nicky Ryan at the trials. Just a tough grappler. Fun to watch too. He's got a good wrestling style. Who did he beat second round? Yeah, he beat JT Torres, 2-time ADCC champion. He's got some solid freaking wins. I believe he won Worlds last year. Don't hold me to that, but I believe he won Black Belt Worlds last year. He's freaking good. Sorry. 188, medium heavy, we got John Blank, David Garmo. Those are good guys. Trying to see if I see any other big names. Devontae Johnson's ultra heavy. But yeah, it's shaping up to be a good little event. Let's see if anybody's. Let's see Purple Belt. Let's see if the maybe there's some silent killers in there. Or not silent killers, but these weight classes are friggin' huge. Friggin' huge. We're in. Yeah, Lively's fun to watch too with his judo. His like foot sweeps are awesome. I heard. Oh yeah, I saw this today. If you guys know who Justin Flores is, J Flow Judo. He's like I think he trains over there with in Legion in California with Keenan Cornelius. You see him with like Jocko Willink's daughter. You see him. He was like Ronda Rousey's judo coach too. But he's making like oh, he was also a judge for CJI, which is so yeah, he's pretty good. I'm pretty sure he's a black belt jiu-jitsu, black belt judo. But he's having a freaking judo tournament, like a nogi judo tournament, which like called the J Flow Invitational, and I was like, I don't know how that would work. Isn't nogi judo wrestling? But maybe it's just wrestling with a different rule set. I don't know. I'm not really sure. But yeah, it is friggin' interesting. So I don't know how that'll work, but I'll be interested to see it. Let's see if I could find anything about it. J Flow Invitational. Also, shameless plug. We got friggin'. Let's just talk about the friggin' Johnny Slicks code Chad-Jitsu. This shit. Okay. Chad-Jitsu code Chad-Jitsu capital C Chad-Jitsu all one word. 10% off. That is like the best soap for defense against skin infections, which is freaking cumbersome to a grappler. Okay, so get you some Beast Wash. Smells good. It's like peppermint, all natural, no like harsh chemicals for your body. So, go ahead and check that out. Why don't you? Okay. But yeah, here we go. J Flow Invitational, Nogi Judo Tournament. All right. I want to see if there's freaking rules. What is the freaking rules for this tournament? Case of bag. Oh, that sounds. Dean, you gotta check that out, man. That doesn't sound good. All right. So, he wants to use a pit. Cool. All right. I believe Dollimer can make that happen. I mean, sure. Okay. Could be fun. Yeah. All right. Where is the friggin' rules? Is it gonna be judo rules? Like, I'm confused. Confused, brother. But yeah, be interested to see who would sign up for that. If there's any prize money, if it's an actual friggin' thing. But yeah, the J-Flow guy's fun to watch. Fun watch online. Go check out his YouTube channel. He shows some cool shit on there. He's kind of a Giga Chad. Shows some cool throws. He's also got a judoku student that's fun. I forget his name. It's something the judoku, but he's over there at Legion as well, and they're over there with Keenan throwing around freaking sick moves and whatnot. But yeah. Also, guys, just kind of want to ask, what freaking content do you want to see me cover? I mean, the reason why I do mainly videos about, athletes and their jiu-jitsu and not really, and maybe like funny vlogs and whatnot is because I'm a friggin' blue belt in jiu-jitsu. Okay, why do you want to, I was good at wrestling kind of, but I mean, there's guys better than me who could show better techniques. So like, friggin', why would you want to learn technique from me when you can go on the internet and learn from like Craig Jones, Gordon Ryan, and all these guys? Like, maybe if I were to do technique, maybe it's like maybe how I learn it and like how I get through it. Maybe that's more relatable. If you're not a friggin' freak athlete who can dedicate 20 hours a day to learning a technique. I too have a full-time job that I need to work. But yeah, it just, I don't, technique, it's like, I'm not a black belt. Like, I don't see, I mean, I study jiu-jitsu a lot. I like it a lot. I try to train as much as I can, but I don't see technique videos doing well. When you can learn from much higher level guys, and that's also a good way to support athletes you like, by buying their instructionals on BJJ Fanatics. So I'm at a crossroads. I feel like I like doing technique breakdowns of what they do or cool moves I see on the internet, but like as far as like teaching you guys stuff, I don't know. I just I feel like there's a ton of videos out there doing it. I feel like a ton of people doing that. You can freaking watch them, watch their videos. It's all been explained a bunch of times. I don't have any new groundbreaking information in certain positions. But yeah, I think mainly I'd like to stick with the breakdown of, jiu-jitsu figures and content like that. And I don't know. Do you guys want to see more vlogs? Do you like the vlogs? What other video ideas do you guys want to see out there? The bat breaking videos, kind of funny. I like doing those videos. Arm attacks are back. They are back, yes. I like the Juji Gatami. What is that? Is that the Juji Gatami? Is that what they call them? But, I think people are so focused on defending their legs nowadays from the resurgence of the leg locks, and guys have gotten way better at defending leg locks too, that they got to switch it up to the friggin' upper body attacks, and you're seeing a lot of the Juji Gatamis or whatever, what have you. Also, what do you guys think about friggin' Japanese terms for moves? All right, I feel like it just makes it more confusing. Just stick with the English terms, man. Maybe it makes you sound smarter, makes you, I don't know, just at the end of the day, it's like we're just wrestling with submissions. Like, let's just not complicate this anymore than it has. We're not solving freaking world hunger. We're not out here curing cancer. We're just freaking guys being dudes, being primal, getting our grappling on out there. But yeah, I mean, friggin' let me know, guys. What type of videos do you guys want to see? I like making the vlogs. I like getting the fellow Chads in here. I like getting CB, El Prez, Sammy. Sammy's been MIA. He's injured, but we're hoping to get him back on the mats. He's a little cautious, but what do you guys do to get your freaking teammates that have been disappeared for a while? How do you get them back on the mats? Maybe I'll make a video on that. How to persuade. Maybe do it all. Okay, all right. I'll do a video on how to persuade your friggin' teammates that have been away from training for too long, and how to get them back on the mats, how to motivate them, maybe I can do a little satirical, maybe throw in some jokes, some stuff you wouldn't actually do, like, hold them for ransom, blackmail them, and whatnot. I'm just kidding. Wouldn't ever do that. But do you guys like the live videos? Do you like... I think this might be a weekly thing where we just dive into content each week, dive into what's new in the BJJ world each week, hash out some ideas and whatnot, give you guys some updates on my training schedule. Do it with a jar of brownies on your desk. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Absolutely. Obviously, I cannot have brownies. I'm trying to watch my weight because I have a competition coming up. But, maybe in the future. Maybe in the future I will, okay? Also, maybe they're protein brownies so I can get my protein intake. Maybe they have some testosterone in them so I can get more jack stack, thick, juicy, and succulent instead of being a pencil neck. I know, contrary to the Chad way, I'm losing weight instead of trying to gain weight. I'm on the quest of pencil necking right now and sucking down for the World Championships. But after the World Championships, I hope to bulk up and get more dense. I feel skinny and weak, and I do not like not being able to lift. The vascularity will explode. I'm hoping it'll look friggin' sick, okay? I'm hoping the vascularity and the shreds, I'll be diced, jacked, peeled. What are some jaw exercises for becoming more Chad? Ryan, I'm glad you freaking asked, okay? Glad that you joined us here today. Um, where is that mother trucker? I do recommend you get yourself this thing called a Jawzercise, okay? It's a freaking easy way to just freaking tone the jaw when you're cooking, when you're playing video games, okay? When you're freaking studying and watching. Yes, Jazzercise? No, Jawzercise. It's this thing right here. It is a like friggin' ball that you put in your mouth right here, and you just go to town, and you get it right there. You can set it up for time. You can go for 30-second blocks, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off for a little HIIT workout. You can do Tabatas, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, and you can also. I'm glad it worked for you. And then you could also. Is this the friggin' Ryan? Oh yeah. So yeah, you can friggin' do that. You can also buy yourself some beef jerky. While you're getting your protein in, you will also get a sick jaw pump from eating the beef jerky. You should always have gum on you. You should always be chewing gum. A Chad should never have bad breath. Chewing gum tones up the jaw really well. Also, you can also mew. That is where you suction your tongue to the roof of your mouth. And you really try to suck this bottom turkey neck in. We want to eliminate the turkey neck. That is not Chadley, okay? You really got to suck it in. And you got to hold it, all right? Try to breathe through the nostrils and, just freaking dial it in like that. Also, you could eat box, but anywho, we're not going to go into that. Might get kicked off community guidelines, but yeah, you could also do that. Up to you, to each his own. But yeah, just a few little jaw exercise tips. The jaw is it recovers fast. It's a very quick recovery muscle group. Most muscle groups you want to hit 1 to 2 times a week. The jaw you can hit 4 times a week. Really get those hypertrophic gains. I'd recommend starting off once a week because you'll get those newbie gains and you won't need to annihilate the jaw right away. You'll just need to stimulate, and that's really all you need for growth in the jaw area. You also maybe lose some body fat to tighten up that jaw. Get Botox injections if you must, but let's try to stick to those natural methods, those natural ways, such as chewing on rubber pieces of balls. You could keep this in your car, and while you're in traffic, just munch on this thing. Yeah, natural stimulation. Yeah. No artificial stimulation, you know what I'm saying? None of that oh crap. But Chads, let me know, should I do a video on how to you could superset your rolls with you can bring this to your BJJ practice, and if you want to friggin' annihilate the jaw, just chew on this while coach is showing technique and then take a break while you're drilling, or you could just friggin' chew on this the entire friggin' practice, okay? It's called the Chad Superset. Chew the blue chew. Oh my gosh. Dean, you're a friggin' genius. Now we're friggin' talking. The blue chew is fantastic for jaw gains, and it's fantastic for other gains, and it's fantastic for stamina. You know what I'm saying? You need to do that. Forget the 10th planet stereotype of before practice. Let's make blue chew and roll a thing, okay? No longer will you need to buy diamond cups. You can just freaking pop that thing and you will have a 5th frame. You know what I'm saying? That is the ultimate jiu-jitsu performance enhancer, the Blue Chew. The fifth frame, you get stamina, great for hypotension, keeping your heart rate and your blood pressure down so you can stay calm and collected in high intense situations. Friggin', you can have protection down there when you're in the leg lock exchanges. Have another leg that can entangle to get your single leg X and your X guards. You can freaking have another frame while you're playing guard and not allow the top man to pass your guard. I mean, Dean, you're a freaking genius, man. Freaking genius. Golden nugget right there. Golden nugget, Chads. Dean, thank you. Dean, that was amazing. Chads, blast through plateaus. Dude, you'll be blasting through a lot of things, I'll tell you what. Blast from the past, blast in that you can finish it. But yeah, Chads, that's all I got today. Hopefully I'll see you next Thursday. Maybe we'll make this a weekly thing, maybe not, but thanks for tuning in. And I'll see you guys later, all right? Like I said, bye-bye.